Everyone, this is Pooja. Today we are going to start with a new point, that is all the basic systems, fire hydrants and water meters. We are going to continue chapter number 5. So this will be a third part of chapter number 5. In a basic systems, I'll be more focusing on fire hydrants and water meters. So first we will see fire hydrants. The fire hydrants are providing water during a fire hazard or an accident occurs. Okay, so in chapter 1 also and in chapter number 5 also, we are going to have the fire demand. Okay, so in chapter 1, while calculating fire demand, we have kept one store or one part of water in a calculation which is specifically reserved for the fire hydrants or the accidents which are going to occur in a future regarding fires. Okay, so to provide that particular calculated water from your flow main or main pipeline, they are going to design one particular device. That device is known as fire hydrants. Okay, so fire water systems contain storage reservoir distribution system and fire hydrants. So whenever we are going to design in a distribution system and the storage reservoir will have the separate portion of calculation for this fire hydrant demands or fire hydrant water. The supply should be provided by a gravity main system. Why only gravity main system? Because whenever you're going to apply gravity systems, the failure chances are quite less because gravity is always acting on it and acting on your water. So supply will be throughout supply. There will not be any maintenance, failure in maintenance or failure in the pressure maintenance or the failure in the flow, because we are going to utilize the gravity factor over there. So supply should be provided by gravity type mean, because the failure of supply fire supply is quite less, nearly zero. Okay, so hydrants are normally placed at the interval of 100 meter. Now this meters, that is interval meters, 100 meter is the basic meters, but this interval may change. It's depends on where you are going to install this particular hydrants. The area which are very crowded and do have a more risk factor regarding fire accidents, there the interval should be reduced. Matlab, as near as possible you can apply or install this particular hydrant. The moderate design interval will be 30 to 45 meters. So minimum distance that you can keep in between these hydrants is 30 to 45 meters. So in maximum dense area, this interval is quite less. Okay, the hydrant should have one, two, or three outlets with the valve. Now, whenever you have an outlet, the valve is always provided inside your hydrant. So, three outlets are quite sufficient to have a maximum work at a time. So, you can go for one, two, or three outlets in one hydrant system. The acceptance pressure maintained for fire water system is 65 to 85 psi, and the tolerable range is 50 to 120 psi. Now, the maximum pressure maintained is 120 psi, which is an tolerable range. Now one should take a care that whenever you are going to use fire hydrant for an accident, the normal pressure should not be reduced by 20 psi in the main water pipeline. Okay, because simultaneously you are providing the water to the consumers where the accident is not occurred, and the area where you're using this water for an accident, there you're going to utilize maximum pressure of your water. But simultaneously one should take a care that whenever this maximum pressure for hydrant is utilized, you need to maintain the minimum pressure of 20 psi in the main water pipeline, so that your the consumer, normal consumer, should not face any uh, you know sufficient pressure loss over there should not be there. Okay, so I have one good video regarding fire hydrants. Let's go quick watch that particular video, which will give you more clear idea about fire hydrants. How these fire hydrants are going to exactly works. So there are four different means. arranged in one. So your water hydrants are generally installed on your main water pipeline only. There is one outlet given which will provide you a main rise, water rise for your particular hydrant. Generally, we have already learned that the main water pipeline will laid along your road lines, okay, and on that road lines, having 100 meters of interval, these hydrants are installed, and the water supplied for hydrants will be taken from your main water pipeline, which is supplying the water towards your consumer. Now, during the application of your hydrant, the flow rate should remains the same, okay, all the time. So firefighters can utilize all the pressure of water and continuous flow of water for the hazard. So there are two main types of hydrant. There are two main types of water hydrants, which are wet hydrants and dry hydrants. Now, on which basis this wet barrel and dry barrel hydrants are generated? See, we have two different types of area where you are having a maximum temperature and the area where you are having a minimum temperature. So, the area where minimum temperatures are there, the water freezing inside the pipeline, this particular failure is always occur. Just to overcome this particular failure or freezing of water into pipeline or into hydrant, uh, resulting in the choke up of your particular hydrant or pipeline. These two types of hydrants are working. First is wet hydrant. Wet hydrant will have an horizontal valve system which is going to allow or your hydrant will be filled 24 hours with the water. That's why the name is given wet barrel. So your hydrant will be filled 24 hours with the water. A horizontal valve will work on closing and opening of your water flows towards the opening. Whereas in dry barrel, your wall will not allow the water to enter into hydrant because if it is entered 24 hours into your hydrant, the hydrant may get choked by having a frozen water inside. So this wall will press down all the water from your hydrant towards the main, and whenever the water is required, this wall will get open and the water will be entered into the hydrant. So dry barrel is generally known by the hydrants are actually dry in that particular area. So this is the working how your weight will well barrel will work. This is how your dry barrel is working. The nuts is nothing but a wall opening area, you may call. Generally in USA, these two different types are there, but in India we don't require the dry one because we don't have much drop in our temperatures. See now, from where this water is coming from your hydrant, it just by opening and closing of the wall. There is no other arrangement of pumps inside your hydrant. Okay, so pump working is not allowed or not installed inside your hydrant. A simply wall opening and closing will allow your water to come enter from your hydrant. Now, this is the common flow rate that we need to maintain inside your hydrant. Now, these are the four different types or the colors of a hydrant, which with a different utilization. White means a public system hydrant, yellow means a public water main, red means a special operation, and purple means non-potable supply. Non-potable supply, it means the water for hydrant is taken from a untreated water supply, that is from lakes or river without any treatment. So that's the name is given non-potable supply. Okay, I hope you understood what are the types as well as the working of your fire hydrants. So this is all about the fire hydrants. Now moving towards as IS standards for fire hydrant. Now there are three main IS standards which are utilized for the knowing the facts about the fire hydrant. You can take a look on the slide and get to know the, what are the IS codes required for hydrants. Now next is water meters. Uh, let's stop here and we will go for with a fresh mind for this water meters in the next lecture. I hope you like and understood how the water meters sorry how the fire hydrants work and what are the different types of fire hydrant. So in next lecture we will meet with a new point, that is water meters. Thank you for listening.